Hello, hello! So, yesterday, we got through the second raid tier of ivalice, and unfortunately, as has been the running theme, didn't have time to finish the last. Alas. Especially not if it has the post-quests that I believe that this quest series does, as that's probably going to add another hour or so. And after mulling it over, if it is part of the New Game Plus, I will be doing them. It gives a bit of interesting context to a character from ARR, actually. But, today, we will finally be finishing this quest line, so I can finally get to doing the Omega Raids. And once the Omega Raids are done, I can finally get back to MSQ. As fun as this has been, I have other plans coming up that mean that I'm not on a deadline, per se, because I don't think it's entirely feasible to get everything done that I want to get done in, let's see, probably, like, give or take, less than, like, 2.5 months. 1, 2, 3.5 months. So, we'll see. But I doubt it'll happen, because what I would like to do is I would like to, when Shadow of the Erdtree comes out, do a full Elden Ring playthrough from beginning to end to the end of the Shadow of the Erdtree, where all of my reactions to the Shadow of the Erdtree will be genuine and new, because I won't have done it before. But I also don't want that, curb stomping my progress through the MSQ, because who the fuck knows when Dawn Trail's coming out? I wouldn't be terribly surprised if next week it's announced, oh, actually, it's coming out at the end of fucking May. That'll never happen. Still a terrifying thought, though. Because again, I really want to get all the MSQ done, all the things in my handy-dandy fancy little list over here done. And then so I can do Dawn Trail, like, fully caught up. Everything's been streamed, except for ARR and its content, because no. Let's have it all up there. But yeah, we'll see how it works out. But without further ado, I think that I will get straight into things. And something I did learn right now, about 10 minutes ago, is these guys do have inter dialogue. I read a couple of them. But I only stepped in here for the music, so we're leaving. Basically, it's just a bunch of we're gonna be so busy for the next couple months while we study up on the stuff we learned last time. Yep. So nothing terribly interesting. However, when I get to Myths of the Realm, I think I'll be paying a bit more attention to that. Greetings and salutations, Arentel. I suppose you are wondering whether or not good Genomics has finally determined where in the world our next adventure is to take us. The good news is, he has. The bad news, however... Now, while it is not in my nature to be sensationalist, sensationalism is in my job description. So please bear with me when I tell you not all is right aboard the airship Lexington. Something about Alma has me deeply worried. I would not trust this information in the hands of my publisher, let alone some sullen gate guard. Shall we continue our conversation on the Prima Vista away from inquisitive ears? No, yes. Principal Genomics claims to have learned much from his continued study of the Deri papers. Still, he appears to be frustrated at a lack of information crucial to solving the mystery. Your gate guard, I'm gonna have to listen to you. Go away. Instant cutscene, love to see it. The question is then, where exactly did Ramza and his fellowship journey next? Ah, Arentel, to what do we owe this unexpected visit? I had not planned on summoning you for another several turns of the sun. I apologize if we have caused you any worry. I suppose one cannot allow a reporter in their midst if they do not expect her to report what she sees, though I did expect a tad more discretion from her. Alma has, as of late, been experiencing difficulties with her health. Chirurgeons have been called upon to discern what exactly it is that ails her, but as far as I can tell, there's nothing physically wrong with my sister. The consensus is the rigors of an extended stay in a foreign land have taken their toll on her fragile heart. Arentel, when did you... F. Alma. I'm fine, brother. It's obvious you are not. You must return to your chambers and rest. Forgive me. Perhaps we shall speak again once I regain my strength. Until then, please look after my father. Now then, where were we? Ah yes, the matter of our next expedition. As we rediscovered during our most recent foray into the Easterlands, the Dalmascan capital of Rabanastre appears to lie upon the ruins of what can only be the royal city of Lesalia, ancient capital of the lost kingdom of Ivalice. Shortly after, we stumbled across remnants of the legendary clockwork city of Gog, cleverly repurposed into a lighthouse overlooking the Readeronic contract. Remnants which now sit suspended above the fathomless chasm. Lycia, Gaug, what have they in common, you ask? I shall tell you. They both appear in my ancestors' account of the rise of Ivalice, the Durai papers. And with each new discovery, the Forbidden Chronicle is now proving Ivalician legend to be more fact than fairy tale. There is no denying the proof, and it is but a matter of time before scholars and historians from across the realm come to the same conclusions. But as you all are aware, my aim has never been to simply prove the existence of Ivalice. No, I shall not rest until I have revealed the truth of young Ramza's role in King Delita's ascension, and cleared my ancestor, Oran Durai, of the false accusations made against him by the Church. Then, what are we waiting for? Almost fine. I have a possible destination in mind. Arriving there safely, however, is another matter. To that end, I've enlisted the aid of our company's newest members. Despite my pleas to do otherwise, who knows what trouble those two will set us into. Though I must admit, both Mount Blanc and his brother have proven more useful than I would ever have dared to imagine. When it comes to usefulness, I am the first in the field, or was it the furriest in the field? Would you like to feel my fur, Kupo? And you wonder why Ramza despises you so, brother. They do all the work, and all you do is jest. Ah, but you are mistaken, Herdy. I bear neither you nor your brother any ill will. Any further ill will, that is. If anything, I owe you my thanks for your recent contributions. His thanks? Are you hearing what I'm hearing? What happened to the venom-spitting adder we all used to know and hate? Alma certainly seems pleased with the change, but forgive me for not buying into this all-too-convenient transformation. Simply showing the world that ivalice actually existed will not validate the claims chronicled in the Dry Papers. That is correct, Father. The key lies with Ramza Beuville. If we can find evidence of his hidden role in history, it will prove Iran's testimony true and safeguard our family name from ridicule. Which is why I turned the focus of my research to Delita's forgotten companion and his actions during the War of the Lions. It was only then I discovered something most intriguing, an underlying struggle with an unknown force, a force with the power to bring about calamitous ruin. I really should play Final Fantasy Tactics at some point. I've heard really good things about it. I don't know. I need to get a emulator up and running, though, and that's spooky. Not so much getting the emulator running as getting the completely legal copies of games to play on my emulator. Oracite, the twisted abominations we encountered in both Lacia and Gaug, the Lukavi, they are born of these unholy crystals. Is my phone? What is going on? Stop. No. I'm meant to not be making noise. While nobles of the north and south squabbled over Ivalice's crown, Ramza silently sought to rid the world of a darker evil. Evil manifest from the deepest desires of men and women whose minds had fallen prey to the Oracite. With each confrontation did Ramza's fellowship grow smaller. Countless companions lost to a cause that would go unwritten, yet was far more important than any clash of armies, and so did they endure until reaching their final destination, Orborn Monastery. Oh, I know this one. The Orban, or Bone? Bonnet? I've been pronouncing that wrong for so long. There's no second R. I'm gonna go for Orbone? Hang on. Pronunciation, how to pronounce...
Orban.
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 Orban. No, wait, no, I did... Well, I just... Anyway, Orban Monastery is where Princess Ovelia was raised. There is a scene about it in the Zodiac Brave story. Please stab back in, thank you. After Delita emerged victorious in his final campaign, he married the princess to legitimize his claim to the throne of Ivalice. Ah, I see someone has been paying attention. Ah, but I don't understand. Why would Ramza's crusade against the Lukavi take him back there? According to the Dry Papers, the sinister being who engendered the Oracite was said to have slumbered beneath the monastery. But who or what could have the means to create something so powerful? A god. Ultima, the High Seraph. A seraph? Or, what's a seraph? Seraphs are believed by some to be the servants of the gods, divine beings whose only purpose is to carry out the will of their immortal masters. As to whether or not Ultima can claim this title, however, I cannot say. Just as there were those who chose to worship Ultima in her otherworldly might, there were equally as many who feared the visitor and her deadly magics, oft referring to her as the Angel of Blood for the carnage left in her wake. Oh, can I resist talking about this until after Endwalker? No, I'll hold it in. There's very good reasons why I needed to do this quest. That's all I'll say. Interesting. What if the spell Arentel claims to have experienced in the Praetorium, coincidentally also called Ultima, was, in fact, an elegant interpretation of the very magics introduced to Hydaelyn by the High Seraph? But that would mean... Well, what would that mean? I have spoken with several colleagues back in Sharlayan regarding their opinions on the ancient incantation, and while they yet have little to show for their research, they all agree on one thing: the manner in which Ultima ethereally manifests should not be possible, at least on Hydaelyn. So it would naturally make sense if we discovered that the Allagans learned the spell from a being not of this dimensional plane. As to exactly how they convinced the being to impart that knowledge unto them. None of this plane? What manner of creature are we talking about here? Likely one similar to Omega. No! Sid, don't do it! How long have you been listening from the shadows, my friend? You fucking... Sid, stop! I'll be so mad. Long enough. I'm here to deliver the item Mikoto requested. Sid, there's no need for you to deliver it personally. A Moogle would have sufficed. A Moogle? And trust that he won't tear it open. He won't tear open the package and show it to some random adventurer. No, this was far too important. If you two don't mind, the principal was about to tell us how to find the Orban Monastery. Would that I could. You don't know? Then what have we been doing here? At ease, the Derai papers speak of a cataract situated on the river Zirchile, several leagues southeast of Rabanaster. There supposedly lies the monastery. Zirchile is not a name you will find on any modern Damascan map. Rivers, however, especially ones as large as the Zirchile is established to be, are rare in a nation more than half claimed by the sand. The river we seek can only be that which bisects Gullmore on the Nagixian border. And for that invaluable information we owe thanks to our brothers Moogle. Their travels have made them veritable authorities on Dalmascan geography. Wait, but earlier you claimed you didn't know the monastery's whereabouts. I'm confused. The big river. The location is not what concerns me, but perhaps the Moogles themselves should explain. Why, certainly. The Verdant Valley of Vines and Vipers, to where we must voyage next, is home to the Viera, and therein lies our little problem. The one thing the Viera do not suffer is trespassers, not even lovable Moogles. Our glamours kept us hidden long enough to see the jungle was teeming with ruins, much like those we've discovered in Lacelia and Gaug, but the Viera trackers eventually found us and took us before their elders. We barely escaped with our palms. So that is why we are still here talking instead of bound for the border. There are Viera who have spurned the strict code of their tribes, abandoning their people to come and live in the cities of Dalmasca. Finding and recruiting one to our cause may provide us with insight into how to reach the Orban Monastery ruins. Unfortunately, the nation's current turmoil has not made it easy to accomplish this task. We still require more time. Before boarding the shuttle here, I was stopped by a Banga on the docks. He asked me if I knew a Arentel Mel friend and bid I deliver him a message. I told him he was welcome to accompany me to the Prima Vista so that he might deliver that message himself, but the man refused. Mikoto, I saw this device crafted to your exact specifications, but cannot guarantee that it will function as intended, seeing as I had nary a subject to test it on. Of course, Master Sid. If any trouble is met, then most likely it is my design that is to blame. Your confidence in my craftsmanship is flattering, but you sell yourself too short, my dear. Here's to your success. Good day. I'm so glad that Sid kept the Omega spoilers to the bare minimum. Thank goodness. Oh. You just can't escape it, man. Something is obviously very wrong with poor Alma, and why her father doesn't seem to pay her condition much mind is something we should all be wary of. You won't believe this, but since our time together at the Clockwork City, Ramza and I have grown inseparable. Why, I'd consider him a closer companion now than even my good brother Hurdy. Just don't let Hurdy know that. Both Mont Blanc and his brother Hurdy have proved invaluable to our expedition. I owe them my thanks. And, I suppose, an apology. I admit when they first arrived, I was wary of their ability to contribute to the cause. However, over the past moons, they have done their damnedest to prove me wrong. I used to believe that we Garleans were inherently better than, well, everyone else. I suppose a part of me still does. It was what I was raised to believe. It is what all Garlean children are. Only now have I begun to realize the fool I was. Our exile here has forced me to face the arrogance that has controlled me my whole life, and what I found was that I was simply frightened of change, frightened of admitting I was weak, and so I lashed out, and I am sorry that you, Mont Blanc, Boagi, and the others had to suffer. I have no issue with Ramza's unexpected change of heart, just with how it actually came about. I fear it might be the Auracite playing with his heart. I sensed a surge of aether the precise moment he came into contact with the necklace, though that surge has since passed. There's no question that ivalice once stood atop the lands we now call Dalmasca, but with the passage of time, have remnants of those eras past faded beyond recognition. Only the great library at Rabanastre still stood. My knowledge is limited, but if there is aught you wish to ask, I'll pass. Thank you, appreciate it. You're in my way, so I'll talk to you. Why, hello there! Are those engines I hear? I do hope we are bound for somewhere exciting. That was worth it. Anyway. I sense that you are interested in the package Sid delivered. I have every intention to appraise you of its contents, but first I believe we should speak of Alma's condition. Do you not find her illness all too timely? Genomus and Ramza would like to believe that her bouts of vertigo are not but a result of a mind fatigued, but the answer is clear. It is the Auracite that plagues her. Alma recently confided in me that she would hear her father speaking with the Otis, well before even his first foray into Rabanastre. However, I do not think this entirely true, which is not to imply that Alma is trying to deceive us. Rather, I think she saw something that led her to believe her father was conversing with the Auracite. Moreover, I suspect it was the Auracite itself that granted her this vision. You recall my hypothesis on distinct frequency NRR-type harmonic vibrations and their tendency to promote ethereal amplification. When I mentioned that despite being in the principal's possession of it for an extended period of time, the Otis exhibited none of the imprinting present in the Duma, no? The Otis has never resonated with Genomus. It has always been his wife's pendant, and its Auracite shard, the Virgo, that fueled his passion for ivalice. No, the Otis is bound to Alma's deepest desires, whatever those may be. The only reasons I can fathom that Alma has not fallen victim to the Auracite's grasp is that her desires are not as strong as those we have witnessed in Argath or Bagaman, that and the ethereal interference caused by other nearby shards. I have explained all this to Alma and recommended that she destroy the necklace. Yet, not only did she refuse, she begged me to keep this revelation from her father. And so I did the only thing I could. I devised a means by which I might impede or at least lessen the effects of the Otis. This device, while still incomplete, will amplify the NRR wavelengths emitted by the Virgo. This should work to interfere with those emitted by the Otis, thereby shielding Alma from the brunt of their effect. The city below is all abuzz with word of a Bonga brigand loitering about the airship landing. Do you think it could be someone we know, Kupo? I've taken a piece of the Virgo and fitted it to my device. It may, however, still require some time to calibrate properly. Please have nothing new to say. Oh, thank goodness. I'm going to extrapolate that to everyone else. Moving on. Hello, Boagi. Hello, Mont Blanc. Hello, fucking, you don't exist. Go away. It was Boagi and his companions. Perhaps they know of the Orban Monastery. Sky pirates are bound to have traveled the whole of Dalmasca on their many misdeeds. Apologies, Arndel, but I need to speak with you, and you alone. Oh, don't mind me, Kupo. I'll just be floating over here in perfect earshot. Why what makes you think I won't lay you low right here, right now? Because you're here to offer a proposition, that's what. We need information on the Golmore jungle and thought a man as well-traveled as you might be persuaded to provide some. Golmore? You of all creatures should know that is Viera land. What are you offering them? Why, the opportunity to tell us what you know. Genoas believes our next adventure lies beneath the jungle canopy. I should have expected as much. Very well, Arntel. I came to ask if you would meet someone. Now it seems that someone may be able to assist Genomas as well. Seeing as you and the principal did right by us before, I do not see a reason why I cannot take both of you. That was far easier than I thought it would be, Kupo. Let me know when you are ready to depart for Rabanastre. We will travel in our airship. The Prima Vista will draw too much unwanted attention. Let's go! Let's go! I guess we're going to pick up Genomas then. I have been waiting for this part for the entire raid series. That and just Orban. Orban Monastery is probably my favorite Alliance raid, like, in the game. Period. It has, like, every boss, his mechanics I enjoy a lot. It feels reasonably well balanced in terms of, like, how long it takes. The gear looks nifty, like, rarely ever fucking good any. The music is good. Back to a life of brigandry in the clouds, are we? Of course not. That it didn't cross our minds. But when faced with the decision of what to do next, we needed simply to remember the dying words of our leader. Gijuk, Renuk, and I decided to enlist as Dalmescan. I'm not going to try and say that. And the occupying Garleans actually said yes. Not exactly. We are now with the resistance. You no doubt heard of the uprising in Dalmasca that followed the Doman liberation and how it was crushed under the iron heel of the 4th Legion. The resistance leaders were captured, tortured, and publicly executed, yet, much to the Emperor's chagrin, the gruesome displays only served to further rally the survivors. Remove one head, and two grow back in its place. Remove two, and then there are 4. A person can die, but an ideal will live on. Now there exists several factions throughout Dalmasca. We belong to one known as Lente's Tears. And when we told our commanding officer of our recent crossing with you and yours, she simply insisted that we introduce you. Known freedom fighter Arentel? Me, but I wasn't even supposed to be here, Kupo. Not you, Hairball. Hairball, him. Meet with the general and hear her proposal, Arentel. If you are not interested, we shall return you to Kugane unharmed. You have our... Coral got your tongue? Rabanastre deadhead, lads. Why did he stop? It wasn't a true oath, he didn't finish it. I won't lie, going through this again, it does really tempt me to actually do Bostra. The only downside is I wouldn't have a way to reset my progress in Bostra, so I either wouldn't be able to stream it, which would remove a lot of the incentive, or the fucking streams on it would be, like, starting weirdly in the middle. Or I need to boost a character up to fucking 80. Run them through this alliance raid, and then do it on an alt, which that sounds like suffering. I'm sorry. Oh, alright. This way, we've many malms to cover before nightfall. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my seating, so might be a moment. That should do. There she is! There she is! Vieira spotted! I've done as you asked. I bring you the Liberator. And here I thought he'd be tall. I am a max height, Ara! I'm pretty sure I'm still taller than you, and you're like next tallest race. The ears don't count. I knew it, a Vieira. I am Fran, proud daughter of Dalmasca and general of Lente's Tears. And yes, Moogle, I am a Vieira. Are you surprised? Why, yes, in fact, I am. Her kind are all supposed to be living amongst the trees, having shunned contact with the outer world, Kupo. There are supposedly a few who have left their homes, but I most certainly did not expect to see her, to see one here in the sewer. Indeed. This manga claims you seek Orban. Does he speak true? Those ruins lie deep within the Golmore jungle, a place most sacred to my sisters. They would take great offense were you to defile it with your presence. What is more, Bwagi tells me you travel with Garleans, openly aiding those who would see our nation burn. How can we place our trust in one who would do such? What the fuck, Google? Go away! I swear to God. Genomus and his family defected long ago. They are not your enemy. My blade has tasted the blood of too many Garleans to count. I like the first one, because while the second one is extremely true. A Garlean is a Garlean. Their pathetic attempt at absolution only proves their past guilt. You misunderstand. Kind Genomus does not approve of the Emperor's warmongering. He wants to help Dalmasca and its impoverished masses. And what would a Moogle know about my people? Does your blood run Dalmascan red? We could cut you open and find out. General, there's no need for threats. You are right, Bwagi. Let us parley. Parley? Parley. First, the resistance requires men and women from the Eorzean and Eastern Alliances to join us in ridding Dalmasca of its imperial invaders. Your past deeds have made you well known to the leaders of both. They will listen to you, or if not, they will listen to the scions to which you claim allegiance. Second, the resistance requires gold to strengthen our forces from within. Your allies are in bed with the East Aldenar Trading Company, which continues its dealings with Garlemald, even as you raise your sword against them, profiting from the Empire's rampant aggression. As targets of that aggression, I believe my people are entitled to a portion of these profits. Grant me these simple things, and I shall personally guide you safely to the ruins of Orban. And what of the Lexentales? See me to victory, and I'll take the Emperor himself. Those are my conditions. What say you? This is an unreasonable ask, because she's not gonna collect a fucking army to fucking storm Orborn with us. So, I will deliver your request to the Scions, but I can promise no more. Tell them my demands, but know the fate of your expedition hangs on how well you do so. I'd say we have our work cut out for us, Kupo. Bawagi, I'm looking it up.
Fusilier.
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 Fusilier. What about you? What do you say?
We are looking at how to pronounce
I don't care.
vocabulary. Many get wrong in English. Stay tuned to the channel to learn more in British English. It's said as Fusilier.
Fusilier. Fusilier. Bawagi, you and the Fusiliers are to accompany the Liberator. I expect a detailed report on how my demands are received. Yes, General. Not that I expect them to be taken seriously. You are a fool to trust them, Princess. Do not be put off by Lady Fran. The General has quite the edge to her, but it is only because she wants what is best for the Resistance. I finally come to accept Bagaman is gone for good, but I will never forget how he met his end. I cannot allow my hatred to consume me as it did him. The General is not too bad once you're on her good side, her only good side being her backside, but you didn't hear that from me. Bad. Swat. What an adventure, Kupo. Just to think, by tomorrow we could all be the newest members of the Dalmascan Resistance. Not that I'm ready to give up my place on the Prima Vista just yet. Hurry. If I don't tell someone of our adventure quick, I'll positively burst, Kupo. Where have you been? In Rabanastre with Mount Blanc? Why didn't you tell me? How am I supposed to report on something if I'm not there to see it? I have no issue with okay, nope, that's exact same. Thanks, appreciate it. Yep, no, neat, thanks, appreciate it. Mount Blanc, surely you got something to say. Let me tell the Marntel, let me. I don't think that's very wise, but okay. I never changed my title. Hang on a minute. Hang on. There we go. And then I just do this. Because I wanted it to be a certain way from the VOD. There we go. The true title. There we go. This woman asks much of us. The area have ever been wary of outsiders. For centuries, their many tribes have remained hidden in the jungles, content with their self-imposed solitude. Each tribe has its own strict code and will meet swift punishment to any who would defy these laws. As such, many Aviera will spend her entire life bound to the territory of her ancestors, both unwilling and unable to venture beyond its borders. And while the tribes are wholly independent, they have agreed to uphold a single standard: shun all contact with the outside world unless it is to protect the jungle. That said, with every generation there are those Viera who long for a life beyond the verdant sea of trees and abandon their tribes to start a new life in the kingdom's cities. My guess is that Fran is one such individual, who also happens to be the only individual we know who can guide us to the monastery, Kupo. It seems our Arntel's sword arm won't be enough to see us through this predicament. He'll need to don the right mantle of a diplomat if we are to convince the allies in the East Aldnar Trading Company to grant us aid. What could go wrong? Known generous soul, Lolorito. What the hell? Yes, I know you said not to call unless it was urgent, but this is urgent, all right. Not exactly, but my superiors have come to a decision on your request, and I thought you might want to hear what they have to say. Oh, and let me preempt any requests for immediate disclosure with a reminder that the information is much too sensitive to discuss over Linkborough. Meet me at the Ruby Bazaar post-haste, and I shall duly appraise you of their judgment. Well then, Arntel, what are we waiting for? It saddens me that I cannot be of any aid. You have every right to think me weak, Arntel, for I am. At least now, I might admit it. Has my brother been behaving? And here I ask this, already knowing the answer. I pray for your success, Arntel, not because I'm a man of religious tendencies, mind you. It simply feels like the proper thing to do in these sorts of situations. Now, is there aught? I don't care. I'm good. Appreciate it. Bye. Mount Blanc? Your trip to the Ruby Bazaar, will there be refreshments? No? Well then count me out, Kupo. I should probably talk to Makoto. I'll talk to Makoto. The device is operational, but its ethereal output is far below what could be deemed optimal. I shall require more time to calibrate it. I've read about how you united the whole of Eorzea under a single standard and convinced the Holy See to end a 1,000-year conflict. Compared to that, asking for a few soldiers and a coffer or three of Gil should be a piece of roll and berry cake. I suppose we should inform Bwagi down at Kugani Landing of our progress. You mentioned he was to keep an eye on us. Fran is not... Okay, I'm good. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up? I've informed Bwagi of our situation. We are ready to make for the Ruby Bazaar when you are. So you've an answer from East Aldnard already. Impressive. It would seem that the Lady Fran has underestimated your influence amongst the realm's players. I assume you have no objections to me joining you then. Renok and I will stay here with the airship. Our last foray into the city was met with one too many cold stares for my liking. Vessels such as ours require extensive maintenance to remain skyworthy. You and Bwagi take as long as you need. Lancer spotted. Sorry, fucking... Better be a fucking Dragoon. Hang on a minute. Yeah, okay, we're good. Whenever you are ready, Arentel. Hancock awaits us in the bazaar. Shall we, Arentel? Fucking auto-click. No, 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 yes. A lovely lady and a bonga, and here I was expecting you would be alone, Arentel. Ah, but excuse my manners. I'm Hancock, representative of the East Aldenar Trading Company, assigned to oversee her assets here in Kugane. It is a pleasure to meet you. And I am Yugiri. We apologize for making you come all this way. Not that it is far from the landing to... Ahem. Bwagi, was it? I serve Lord Hien, rightful ruler of Doma. I have come bearing our nation's reply to your entreaty. And I am Tataru Taru of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I'm only here seeing as no one else could be bothered. Well, that and to bear a message from the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance. Thank you both for coming. I am Bwagi, formerly of the Dalmascan Royal. Oh, I already forgot. I fucking Fusiliers. Oh, no, I had it, man. I looked it up and everything.
Fusilier.
Formerly of the Dalmascan Royal Fusiliers. I now claim allegiance to Lente's Tears, a resistance group seeking to accomplish what you have in Doma and Alamigo. What tidings have you brought us? Allow me to begin then. But while the East Aldenar Trading Company sympathizes with your plight, we are not in a position to grant you the funding you seek. As you are aware, the East Aldenar Trading Company prides itself in its neutrality, be it in matters political or personal. And what of our relationship with the Eorzean Alliance? Ah, yes. What I meant to say was, here in Hingashi, the East Aldenar Trading Company prides itself in its neutrality, be it in matters political and, You must understand our position. Simply supplying coin to any one group would make it appear that we somehow favor that group over another. Seeing as we conduct business openly and fairly with everyone, doing such would be sending the wrong message and ultimately harm profits, yes? And by selling to both sides, you maximize profits, while good men and women perish. How convenient. We are a business, milady. We do what we must to survive. That does not mean, however, we are blind to the needs of our customers or our allies, which is why we support the Eorzean Alliance in their noble efforts to safeguard their realm's freedom through the mutually beneficial arrangement. If it were my choice, I would provide your little resistance with all the funding it needs, but as my good friend Arntel knows all too well, it is not my choice. Well, now that Hancock's thoroughly lowered your spirits, you will be as crestfallen when I inform you the Eorzean Alliance will also be unable to provide any assistance. And let me guess, you did everything in your power to try and convince the leaders of each city-state, only to watch as they politely declined our proposal, claiming an unfortunate lack of intelligence or resources. Wait, how did you... Lord Hien sends his greetings to you and yours, having recently found strength through a newly formed alliance with our neighboring nations. Doma is open to further welcoming like-minded organizations. This includes our Dalmascan brothers and sisters, still suffering under the imperial yoke. However, word has it that the latest attempt at reclaiming your kingdom ended in failure, resulting in the loss of countless lives, including many of the Resistance's leaders. You are not mistaken, our army is not what it once was. Those remaining have been forced to take refuge deep beneath the streets of Rabanastre. The 4th Legion has already defeated you once. Lacking unity and leadership, the current resistance will not survive another tilt against the Empire's disciplined ranks. If Doma is to join hands with Dalmasca as an ally, you must first prove to us that you will stand as one. Doma, as a full-fledged ally, would serve far better to strengthening our cause than a few temporary soldiers. Yet, even if we were able to wrest Dalmasca from the Empire's grasp, without unity amongst your people, the resulting chaos could prove even more perilous to the kingdom. You understand much of our situation. And based on that understanding, you would refuse your aid to Lente's tears, am I correct? Do not mistake me, Lord Hien's refusal is but a message to help you plan your next step. You have a wise master. He understands that without proper planning, driving one enemy from your midst simply creates room for the next. Lady Fran will no doubt be pleased to hear that your response was exactly what she expected. You knew this whole time that your demands would be rejected, yet still you let this farce play out. You have my apologies, but this was all necessary to prove an important point to our leader. Lady Fran needed to show the princess just exactly what she was getting herself into, and your honesty today will serve us better than any hollow promise. Thank you. Wait, what about the Golmore jungle? Can you believe this? We're right back where we started. Principal Genomus will not be pleased. I'm going to use the Aetherite. The Aetherite moves me 30 feet. Let's go! Oh, that was worth it, man. Such a fucking time save. It is. They didn't go for the Monado look. What a shame. Do you seek passage to the... I did it. I did it again. I fucking read the gate guard. God damn it. It's the fucking quest marker. It tricks me every goddamn time. If it is as you say, it is most unfortunate, but I suppose we did everything in our power, and that is all one could ask. I still do not understand. Why would Lady Fran send Arntel on this wild Pisca chase if she knew from the start it would be for naught? Bwagi mentioned something about Fran proving a point to their leader, whomever that may be. People in positions of power can prove both naive and stubborn creatures. Simply telling a leader she's wrong may not convince her of the fact. Seeing one's own plan fail, however, is oft the best medicine. Naive and stubborn, then the resistance is doomed. If a person as imposing as Fran is taking orders from her, then chances are this leader is even worse. I would not be so certain, Mount Blanc. My guess is that the individual in question is still quite young and inexperienced, and that Lady Fran is trying to teach her to be an effective leader through example. By allowing her to make her own mistakes, Fran is granting her the ability to learn and grow from them, an experience that will ultimately benefit her when the time comes to make truly difficult decisions. Fuck. Now, I seem to recall reading that one of the many faces of the resistance before the recent quelling was a young girl of royal blood. Do you suppose? You may cease with your baseless presumptions, defector. The door was open. And you would be... I would be here on orders from the leader of Lente's Tears, against my better judgment, mind you. Greetings, Lady Fran, I presume. I am Genomus Sen Lexenthal, principal of the Majestic Theater Company. You and your colleagues are most welcome on the Prima Vista. What is it your leader would have of us? While you failed in meeting even a single of our demands, she recognizes that you are sincere in your attempts to see them fulfilled, and for that effort you are to be compensated. That is most generous. Oh, that's where Dalmasca is on the map. Why is this so much higher resolution than the one we can open, Square? The ruins which you seek are hidden behind a waterfall here, a point roughly equidistant from the river's source and its delta. It's even marked on the map. You have our thanks, Lady Fran. We will not forget this kindness, Father. I shall plot a course immediately. Remza, what is going on here? Alma, you should be in bed. I've slept enough, brother. Tell me, who are our guests? It appears you once again prepare a leap into danger's maw. Keep your wits about you, Arntel. Lady Fran is strong, but then again, so was Bagaman. If you'll excuse me. Are you mad? A trip to the surface in your condition? Listen to me, brother. The High Seraph beckons. She speaks to me through the Otis. The what? There's no need to worry. Makoto and I have already devised a plan. I can clear our family name. The Charlian has no say in this. I am your father, and I insist you remain here on the airship. What would your mother say if I allowed aught to befall you? Mother, that is what this is all about, isn't it? What it has always been about. You care not about ivalice or the Iran name. No, you only seek to use the Orosite to bring Mother back. But you haven't been able to do that. You still do not understand how exactly it is that the shards translate one's desires into reality. That is where I can help. I can ask the High Seraph. It is she who created the Orosite. Ultima has bid me to come to her place of imprisonment. If we free her, she will reveal unto us the secrets of her creations. Do you hear what you're saying, Alma? Even if there was the slightest chance of bringing Mother back, we cannot risk your life in doing so. Your brother is right. We have sacrificed too much already. I cannot bear the thought of losing you too. Of losing you, either of you. It is too late. I am so lonely, Father. Why must you love Ramza more than you do me? Do not be cozened by your daughter's words, for they are not her own. Help me, Ramza. Alma. No, no! Gods forfend. I told you, no one can control the power within those shards. No one. Arentel, here, take this. It might be the only thing that can save Alma, but we must hurry to the monastery. Come, we leave for the Golmore jungle now. I've been such a fool, and now I've lost my daughter. Will you ever forgive me, Tia? I cannot believe what I just witnessed. I won't believe it. I won't. It didn't happen. What do we do? What do we do? We can't leave poor Alma to become one of those monsters. I have good news and bad news, Arntel. The bad news is that it appears the High Seraph was able to employ the Otis as a catalyst to propel her magics beyond whatever seal she's trapped behind. The good news is, this means my device should function as intended. Its design is based off of one of Moonbreeda's. It repurposes the logic behind her etheric siphon into a means of disrupting aether flow by reversing common wavelengths, and let us just say it has already been calibrated to match the energy emitted by the Otis. As long as Ultima continues to wield the Otis, it should be able to interfere. But it only works if we can find Alma, which is why we must make haste. I told her this was a mistake, and now look what has happened. If you were wise, you toss all remaining shards into Hell's lid and cut your losses. But you've not. But you've no more wisdom than Bagaman. That's why the High Seraph has already won. Was the power I sensed beyond the rift? Was that the High Seraph? Wrong person. Hello, Hurdy. I think we saw enough to prove that Ultima is no angel, Kupo. But if she's not, then what is she? Oh, you know. Have I your permission to depart, Arntel? Every moment we tarry here, my sister, she... Of course, Ramza. Then hold on. I've set engines to full speed. Really gotta get their money's worth with this animation. Welcome to the land of my people. 'Twould be a poor lie if I said I did not miss it some. Alma? Ramza, help me. Alma! Be gone! Alma, Ramza. Blood of the invokers, fulfill the ancient covenant and grant unto me the vessel promised. Yoink! What just... Woggy to me, the girl is not well. May I suggest we continue this back at the Prima Vista? Nifty looking armor. If only you could fucking dye it. Have you the courage to face true evil? Pretty sure I've already done that at least once. I think Bahamut could be considered evil. The primal anyway. What are you gawping at? The ship is this way, Kupo. I'm trying to think of like what else we've done by this point in the story. Nidhogg wasn't pure evil, he was just insane. Alexander abjectly wasn't evil. He was just being controlled by someone who debated who was, at least mostly. Sekach, the Void Queen, and Diabolos, they were pure evil. Arguments could also be made for their sake, but we're not there yet. Poor Ramza, whisked away from under our very whiskers. What poor companions we make. A poor companion would be one who sat around and whimpered while others worked to find a solution to their troubles. We must act for Ramza, for Dalmasca. First Alma, now Ramza. What does this Ultima want? If a magic rift was necessary to seize Ramza, then it is quite possible that Ultima is still incapable of traveling beyond the bounds of the Orban Monastery. However, if Orsight is all the High Seraph requires to do so, then we are in grave danger. I will not see the same fate that befell Bagaman befall young Ramza. We must do something, and quick. The device should have worked. Is Ramza gone because of an error in my calculations? Now Ramza is gone. Oh dearest Tia, what have I done? What have I done? Stop. Thank you. We need to do something, but what recourse is left to us? The only means we had of protecting ourselves could not even prevent my son from. I'm sorry, Genoas. My design was flawed. Not necessarily, Charlian. We all saw how it succeeded in drawing Alma back from the rift and shattering the Otis. The loss of the boy is not yours to bear. Our focus here should not be on our failures, but what we have learned from them. The being beyond the rift, it spoke before claiming Ramza. It referred to you as the blood of its invokers. Could it be that your ancestors are responsible for Ultima summoning? Most certainly not. I've discovered no such inference anywhere in the Durai papers. Besides, tales of the High Seraph existed far before even the earliest of the Evalician legends. And who exactly did summon Ultima? Why did it... Oh, shit. Sorry, I, missed that, at least in part. And why does she think them your kin? Look. I have a bad feeling about this, Kupo. Hey, the Echo, let's go. Ramza, dead? You lie about as well as you carry yourself in battle, Aran. I did not say he was dead, my lord, Lita. Merely that he had abandoned his mortal vessel, entrusting his ethereal soul to the Orosite. But why would he do such a thing? Peace has finally come to Ivalice. There is naught to be had from further sacrifice. The kingdom is won, and the victory is as much his as it is mine. He risked life and limb to shield me from the dark. That would have seen me perish. Without him, I would not be standing here before you. It is my duty as both king and colleague to see him saved. Knights to me, we ride for Orban. My lord, wait. Ajora Galbados, first of the Zodiac Braves, was not the hero the church would have you believe. He betrayed Mother Hydaelyn for the promise of coin and power, summoning forth a terrible evil from the depths of the celestial abyss. It was believed only one of the lands chosen, only a warrior of light might stand against this threat. Yet, while victorious in battle, Ramza was unable to see the darkness vanquished. If failure was all that awaited our warrior of light, then what chance do you presume any other might stand? Are you saying I should do nothing then? No, my lord, Ramza, my brother's final wish before he surrendered to the Aether was that his name be struck from the annals of history. Alma, you are unhurt, but I was led to believe none but Aran returned from Orban. What is this you speak of your brother's wishes? When it became apparent that we were powerless to truly defeat the High Seraph, we chose the only path left to us: to do what Hydaelyn herself did countless centuries past: imprison Ultima. And, as you are aware, my lord, a prison is only as strong as the seal on its gates. Ramza sacrificed his body to ensure that the Angel of Blood would never again walk the land, and he believed that if people knew of this sacrifice, it would only inspire them to seek out the holy stones and repeat the mistakes of those come before. If you truly avouch yourself his friend, then you will honor this, his final plea. No, Ramza should not be forgotten. He should be raised up as a hero for his deeds, and claim his rightful place at my side. Only he might be my knight gallant. He is gone, my lord. Before Ramza was your friend, before he was my brother, he was a warrior of light. He did what he did for Hydaelyn, for those who would one day, too, heed the crystal's call. Claim the throne, my friend. Become ruler of ivalice and restore peace to this war-torn realm once and for all. Wait, Ramza, don't leave me, please, I beg of you. You will make a fine and just king, Delita. See that you do not stray from that path. Ramza. The stones in these two necklaces are... In these two necklaces, you are certain that they will guide the heroes of a new era to Ramza. Tis what Ramza wished, my lord. Aran, I do not believe I can bear another farewell this day. Will you not reconsider my offer to remain as a member of my court? 'Tis but a matter of time before the cardinal and his temple knights grow wise to my past. I would not have my presence here implicate you as well. Ramza beseeched me strike his name from history, but like you, my lord, I could not bear the thought of future generations blind to the truth. As such, I penned this chronicle of the hero's journeys. I fear the world, however, is not ready for the gospel contained within these pages, nor would the church ever allow its circulation. In fact, I believe they will confiscate every existing copy and lock them away in their library. In what better way for the words to remain forever preserved than in one of the most highly guarded vaults in all the realm? Then, one day, when the church has fallen out of favor, the chronicle will be discovered, and the truth shall prevail. I must admit your plan is intriguing, Aran, but once the church learns it was you who penned the chronicle, your life... It occurs to me how it is a little uncomfortable that past Alma looks like current Alma, but a little taller. So like she still kind of looks like a kid, and you know, given implication, it's a little Twas the echo, wasn't it? Could have, like, you know, stretched the face out a bit, made it look, you know, like an adult. The removal of Ramza's name from the history books, the derived papers, the pendants, it was all set in motion by Aran himself. And if the Liberator's visions are to be taken as fact, it also appears we now know what the High Seraph meant by blood of my invoker. She was not speaking of ancestors in the sense of actual kin, but the line of those chosen by Hydaelyn to serve her as warriors of light. But then, why abduct Ramza, or even Alma, unless there's something you haven't been telling us? She was using us to lure Arantel. It is his vessel the High Seraph desires. Matrons, Teats, Alma, how long have you been awake? I've been a fool. I told our leader that it did not matter if a request for aid was refused, for I had an alternative ploy. General? It is all right, Boggy. My intention was to claim one of these Orosite in the name of the Resistance and use its power to lay waste to the Garlean occupants. Only now do I realize how flawed my ambitions were. You mean this whole time you were playing us for fools? Why didn't we see it earlier? Never trust a woman with ears longer than mine, I always say. You have every right to be angry, and I apologize for misleading you. But believe me, I no longer have any desire to deceive you and yours. I shall see you to Orban Monastery and ask not in return, but that you let me join you in your rescue of Ramza. Do not misunderstand me. I do not do this for any one of you. I do it for my people in both Golmor and Rabanastre, people who may die if this High Seraph is allowed to return to power. Orban Monastery, now accessible. Aye. Here we go. The long queue is upon us. Place your bets now. I will not see the same fate that befell Bagaman befall young Ramza. We must do something, and quick. It was never my intention to deceive you, alright? It was not until it was, but you must understand that I was only thinking of my people. I have not once held you as an enemy, only as an obstacle. Now that I know that to be false, I hope we can work together to save the land from the terrible evil that draws even nearer. High Seraph, ha! You've defeated tougher opponents on both Aldenard and Othard. Ultima will rue the day she rose up against the one and only warrior of light. She will, won't she, Arentel? This is all my fault. I was convinced it was Ramza and my father who were bedeviled by the Orosite, when in fact it was me all along. You're wrong, Alma. The Orosite held no power over you. It never did. Your concern for your family was justified, for they allowed their desires to cloud their own judgment. You needn't blame yourself for matters beyond your control. But what of Ramza? He's gone. He's gone because he tried to save me. Please, Arentel, you must bring back my brother. I don't know what I would do if I lost him too. You're right, dear brother. We must do something. Or might you have any suggestions? We must do what we Mughals do best. Dance, I say. It pains me as a father that I am powerless to save my own son, Arentel. I have asked much of you these past moons, but is more important than what I ask you now. Please, find Ramza. Aye. That'll do. Oh, you're new. And just when the boy had begun to return to his normal caring self, oh, Ramza, I do hope you return unhurt. When we were in Garlemald, the young Lexingtail never spoke ill of others, most certainly not of his sister. It wasn't until arriving in Kugane that his temperament began to change, and not for the better. He began lashing out at anything that was different. His life in the Empire had not prepared him for what awaited on the outside, and the exile left him stripped of an identity in which he had held much pride. He allowed his frustration to consume him, and such is to be expected from someone so young. Artel Malfren, I ask you to look past Ramza's transgressions, for they are but a product of his youth. He is a good child and does not deserve the fate he has been dealt. Please, you must find him. Records found. Initiating query protocol. Interesting. Anyway. Lift, bridge. I could just queue normally, but... well, that's nifty. I don't feel like it. So, Orban Monastery? Queue? How bad is it? Only 13 minutes? I'm impressed. Still haven't removed the wait time, but it's time to get my ass kicked by Gabriel for roughly 20 runs before I get mad and I'll give up. Violent. Wait, what? Oh. Gabriel. Pull out the rocket. Ride the rocket. Miss the jump.
Machine, turn back now. The ladies of this palace are
Why do I keep...
for your
Stop. There we go.
turn back, or you will be crossing the
Shit.
will of God.
Get it?
Your choice
What?
is made. As the righteous hand of the Father, I shall rend you apart, and you
Yeah, you will.
become inanimate once more. Behold the power of an angel! A mere object. Foolishness, machine.
Where is he? Where is he? Ah! Found him. Ow. Alright. Strong start. I missed.
Foolishness, machine. Foolishness.
I missed. I do a lot of that. Get wrecked. Ow. I missed.
Not even mortal. A mere object. You defy the light.
Ow.
For an error to be corrected.
Ow.
You are less than nothing. Foolishness, machine. Foolishness.
I wonder if you can parry that. You can parry the sword. Let's find out. Ah, damn it.
Less than
Do-
nothing.
I dodged too well.
You make even the devil cry. You are outclassed.
Missed. Ow.
You are less than nothing.
Get juggled! Get juggled! Oh, come on, dude.
Foolishness, machine. Foolishness. Your crime is existing. You defy the light.
No. 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 Fuck you. Fuck you. No. I'm panicking. Yeah.
What? How can this be?
Oh. All of ULTRAKILL is based on Dante's Inferno. If it follows the layers of hell and everything. This is inside of the corpse of King Minos.
Over.
Oh, that was fun.
Be many and your days few.
Fucking love the Gabriel fight. Oh. Welcome in. I am currently I've got 2 tanks, 1 healer, and a DPS. So it's going pretty good so far. B for time, B for style. Not bad. Drop Gabriel in a pit. Oh, I know how you can do that. I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, I'm queuing on Orban. Disgrace, humiliation, unseemly and unwelcome at the feet of the council. Their eyes ablaze with bitter resentment, glaring through Gabriel's wounds of body and soul, bore outward for all to see. Oh, am I queuing on Sarah? I just I just understood the question. No. I'm on Genova right now. I would never, ever queue for an alliance raid on Dynamis. Ever. It'd be a really fun meme if I wanted to play, like exclusively play something else on stream. Like, hey, we're totally streaming Final Fantasy XIV today, but we're queuing on a Dynamis for like Mists of the Realm. So we're just gonna go away for a while, and then I spend a full 4 hours doing something else. Oh no, I've actually been doing all of my queuing. Oh my god. 24 hours. Honestly though, I can believe it. I can believe it. Like, Dawn Trail cannot come soon enough, man. I wonder though, it might be worth trying it out right now, because we got the Xbox players. They're doing stuff. So I bet the queues are better to a degree. At least for stuff like roulettes, because you know, every other post on the Reddit is I've been trying to queue for Crystal Tower for the past like 3 days and I just can't get in. Yeah. It's really cool seeing all these new people actually getting to like play the game. I think it'll be really good for population. Just, you know, Dawn Trail. Dawn Trail's gotta come out, and hopefully they'll be announcing when sometime before the end of the month. I don't know. I can hope, right? Has this one abandoned the way of our Creator? It is unworthy of its holy light. The Father's light is indomitable. This one sees fit to squander it. Their words resonated in Gabriel's limbs, coursing through as lightning upon wire, a searing hiss that would strike lessers deaf and blind. The holy light within him, an unstoppable storm of divine fury, insurmountable for mere objects, this he knew. Did they announce it and I missed it? Or no. That's the last day of summer. Yeah. It'll be August 27th. Please look forward to it. The Holy Council, my devotion to our Creator is absolute. I have never strayed from the will of the Father, but a machine. You dare imply the might of the Father could be shaken by mere objects? Impossible. Heresy. Unspeakable. Heresy. Silence. Your treachery will not be tolerated. As punishment, the Father's light shall be severed from your body. You have 24 hours before the last of its embers die out, and you with them. Prove your loyalty. Unmake your mistake. As the light was ripped from his being, Gabriel's screams were silenced in the hiss of gospel in praise of God, a boiling anguish to which even the fires of hell could not compare. Through the blaze of torment, a single burning hatred was forged anew. If the machines seek blood, he would give it freely, and with such fury, even metal will bleed. To be continued in Act 2, Imperfect Hatred. Yep. Where are we? 2 tanks, 1 healer, all the DPS are gone. It's going good. Fucking Crystal Tower stole all of my goddamn DPS. I wonder what floor of the cyber grind you gotta get to get good music. Uh-oh, fuck. You didn't die. Go away. A schmuck. Oh, that bastard title. Unfair. Cheating. Try this again. Strong start. I missed. Oh, that's on theme. already got that. Not much. Wait a minute. Hang on. Is that where I think it is? It is. Oh yeah, there's no point secret hunting. Okay, never mind. I need to last as long as possible without taking the power up. Why wasn't it? Oh my god. Wrong key. There we go. One down, two down. I didn't do what I wanted to. No way. Thanks for the health. What is that border? I don't remember that being there. We done? We done. We're done. We're good. Let's go. Alright, hey, we got a DPS in. All the tanks are queued. Looking good, looking good. That's our progress. I'll take that. Probably change my title to remove the tilted now. Oh, fuck's sake. Alright. Oh, damn. Oh, it's all the way back here? Oh. I forget these things. Unfortunately, I'm not. Certainly something to kill by, right? to the stands. That's actually embarrassing. Okay. Oh my god, it popped, thank god. Give me back the audio. Close that out. I don't change my scene. Wait a minute, I haven't been in the ULTRAKILL category the entire time, have I? That'd be fucking hilarious if I, oh, I'm also, hang on. There we go. Hey, everything's right with the world again. Audio's back. Ooh, and I'm not tabbed in, so I can move my mouse wherever I want. Now I'm tapped back in. Right, last raid. Any moment now. What kind of tanks you working with? We got, yep, they probably know what they're doing. And we got, they might know what they're doing. Could be worse. Looks like the Paladin's taking the brunt of the aggro. Good job. I don't wanna, but if my hand is forced, I will. Wonder if anyone doesn't know the mechanics. Ooh, it's a classic black mage. It just occurred to me. Solid glamour. 10 out of 10. Theory, Lalafell would be perfect.
My name is Mustadio Bonanza. No card seems with me.
So it's to be a fight for dominance then. I don't care who wins, as long as whoever wins is pointing away from the party.
What's this?
You can't shirk across party lines, can you? Nope. That's obnoxious. Excuse me playing tank right there. No one's dead yet.
You shall promise. Promise won't save you from what comes next.
No, my damage window. This way. Oh, Samurai's fucked. Rip Samurai. Tank stand's going back on. Dark Knight's retreat. Oh, Dark Knight fucking died. Wait a minute.
What's this?
I gotta get better about using danger zone for them.
Victory is not so close as you think.
Yeah. The danger strike fits in between the no mercy moves. I'm really bad about actually using it the second time. The interburst danger zone. I'm also similar thing for a National thing. That's the exact same situation. So like my damage output is like trash compared to what it could like optimally do. I'm marginally better about it when I'm in like level 90 content, but Dark Knight is and shall forever be my main. So. Oh, wrong way. Oh, the toad is gonna fuck me up, man. This time it's this way. How did that not break? Oh. Greed. Greed. Kill him before the mechanics. There we go.
This my journey can, at long last, come to you.
Goodbye, Mustard Man. This is a fun one. Honestly, all the bosses in this Alliance raid are just really, really fun.
Beowulf youth guides your fate, but have you the faith to fulfill his legacy?
Okay, Dark Knight friend. At least point him away from the party, please. I beg.
Its judgment swift and final, its bite as cold as steel.
I could have gotten a few more QCDs in. What a shame. And I threw my danger zone off. It drifted it. Alas. There's no way they would imprison the one who's got the primary aggro, right? Right? I guess she's stuck in one spot. I should be fine. I wasn't grabbed. Let's go!
Seven fates foretold.
Be freed.
Like death, and death alone!
Oh, oops. Didn't have to use camouflage. Shouldn't have used camouflage.
I pull out the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blinds mine enemies and tears their flesh asunder! dreams of men are fleeting, yet they must be embraced if they are to flourish. Have you the faith to do as much?
I forget how... It's this, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I forget how you're supposed to... Or is it because they're too close? I've forgotten this mechanic. We didn't die. I'll take it.
Well, a lot have spoken. Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come!
Nope, I was wrong. Oops. So many fucking bone stacks. Jesus Christ. You know, Dark Knight, if you want to Voke off me, it's fine. I won't get upset, I promise. Oh dear God. Yeah, there goes my health. Yeah, you know, you gotta make the healers engage somehow, right? How else will they have an excuse to use all those buttons? Fine. Alright, can we gather them into a ball, please? So that we can, so that the black mages can help burn it down. Thank you. No, wait! Yeah, I'm really keeping those healers engaged right now. 100%. Classic Gunbreaker. Maybe I should move Bloodfest over to 7.
Your
And then have
coming was
the
foretold,
Gnashing Fang
servant
combo
of
be
ivalice.
here.
Or perhaps you serve another. I am Count
Then I'd have to
Sidolphus
completely
Orlando.
rework my paladins.
Your
That's not
journey
worth it. Never
ends
mind.
here. The hearts of men are black with corruption and must needs be cleansed. I call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blinds mine enemies and tears their flesh asunder. 7 shadows cast, 7 fates foretold, and at the end of the broken path lies death and death alone. Open your eyes to the darkness and drown in its loveless embrace. The gods will not be forgiven. Misfortune hangs heavy on a head once held high. Such is poor cover when the heavens fall. Come, show me more. Current of life we succumb, its judgment swift and final, its bite as cold as steel. To live by the sword is to die by the sword. There is time enough for regret in the flames of hell.
Every fucking line from Sky is raw as hell. I love it.
Honed is the blade that severs the villain's head. Endless is the path that leads him from hell.
Right? Ad phase. F. Oh, I wasted the fucking Heart of Light. Well, party ain't getting party wide yet. Sorry, party.
Upon my holy blade, the very world lies in balance. And now the scale will tip.
Why are they wasting LB2s when, like, he's at over half his health left? We still have time to get to LB3.
Display. Were you expecting a modicum of rust? You will find my defenses quite impenetrable. Escape is not so easily granted. aloft have spoken. Words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come. Even the strongest of shields cannot defend the weakest of wills. A moment's hesitation beckons a lifetime of pain.
I don't know if I've been trying by it yet. I don't think I've also read it. Fair enough. Maybe Tank just doesn't. Oh no. Alliance C is fucked. Alliance A isn't doing too hot either.
You will find my defenses quite impenetrable.
This... Oh no, this is just a... No! The Astrologian's still alive. There's a chance. Oh, I just... There's no... I just killed myself. Yeah, no. All hope is gone. We ain't got no one to kill the Ice Wolf. It's over. Are you fucking for real? We're gonna wipe once and immediately bail. What a guy. What a guy. I'm sorry, 30 minutes of fucking Q ineligibility is so much more worth than getting it on the second try. Oh.
The skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blinds mine enemies and tears their flesh asunder. To the current of life we succumb, its judgment swift and violent, its might as cold as steel. Open your eyes to the darkness and drown in its loveless embrace. The gods will not be watching. Misfortune hangs heavy on a head once held high. Such is poor cover for when the heavens fall. Come, show me more. Seven shadows cast, seven fates foretold. Yet at the end of the broken path lies death, and death alone. To live by the sword is to die by the sword. There is time enough for regret in the flames the blade that severs the villain's head. Endless is the path that leads him from hell.
Oh, well, rip someone out. Very sad. No, don't go too behind him. I'm going to be facing him away from you. The single GCD is not worth it. Don't do it. Just eat it. You were the last one. That's interesting.
I am the god of thunder. Now know why. Upon my holy blade, the very world lies in balance. And now the scale.
Okay, we're good. Oops. Nice punch in the mic. Not ideal.
Show me more. Escape is not so easily granted. Were you expecting a modicum of rust? You will find my defenses quite impenetrable. A piteous display. They who dwell aloft have spoken. Let their words echo in empty soul. Ruination is come.
No. Oh, no, we're good. Slow down.
Even the strongest of shields cannot defend the weakest of wills. A moment's hesitation beckons a lifetime of pain.
Trade. Like, trade. Good job. Good shit. Trade. Ow. Ow. What? That's why the tank shouldn't get out. Yeah, no, it all makes sense to me now. It actually makes a lot of sense now that I actually like died to it.
Find my defenses quite impenetrable.
His attacks are physical damage. So if you're like massively vulnerable to physical damage, that's it's not ideal. Especially if you're your main tank, that's kind of bad actually.
The screams of ruin by
Greed, kill him, do it. Yeah, mechanic skipped.
And the skies cleared. It is time I bade you farewell.
Greed.
Is it sanctum you seek, my wayward children? Or perhaps you are come in search of power? That which lies at your feet, that blessed bauble can grant you both. You need but will it so. Now, take up your salvation and be gone. Mortal agency in matters divine shall not be suffered.
A little closer. Okay, I'm not gonna risk getting any closer than this. I'm pretty sure you can literally run up and give her a hug, but I'm not gonna risk it. Oh, there we go. What do you mean target not in range?
You shall rue the day you raised your eyes to the heavens. Kneel before me. Your very soul shall not escape denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night I summon. Kneel before me. Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night I summon.
Oh, I walked back on too soon. Damn it.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night I summon.
I'm pretty sure this is just the dodge everything moment. Collect Doritos. Collect. No, guy, collect the Doritos! No! Oh, oh, I almost got it. Shame. Oh, Lion C ain't looking too good. We're a Lion C, man. We're getting run through the ringer, man. We're not doing much better.
Bear your steel.
We might get wiped here. I don't think we have enough people to clear the track. We don't have LB3 to clear the track.
Simmer does the light of life before rising to the heavens in
It'll be close. Alliance A's got like 2 resonators. I don't know why Alliance B isn't like all back up. Granted, I can't see the resonators on MP bars, so who knows.
You're nothing to me.
Hey, we're good. We're good. Now for the healer check.
I am the only god. Few can claim to have endured the might of my will.
Alright, so we set up, and then DPS.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of the blackest night, I suffer. Kneel before me. Your very soul shall not escape mine. Kneel before me.
Oh no! I'm dead.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
Pure luck. Pure luck. Nothing else. And the boss is no longer center. Think name over there.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
Why are you bringing me the fucking AoE marker, dude?
Bend to my will.
Well, doing this now. Cool, thank you. No sprint, only run. Ow.
Kneel before
couple more. And we have beaten the god. Wait, no, as if that's the accomplishment for Warrior Flight. But you know what? You know.
I am your mother. I am your maker. I am ivalice. Consign me unto darkness, and your light will be forever lost.
The Orban Monastery completed. Aye. Gimme, mine. I'll pass on the cards. I already have the car. I already have the wind up Ramza. I do want these orchestration. I'm not getting the orchestration roll. But I am going to step away for a handful of minutes and let these loop timers count down. In the meantime, enjoy the music, and I will probably be back before I get kicked out. I'm back. I'm back. Hang on. And, no, wrong screen. There we go. I'm back. Let's leave. Right into it. We're in the home stretch. He's awake, but is it truly him? Thank you. Thank you all for coming to my aid. And you have my thanks, noble warrior of light. You have achieved what I could not. And you, bearer of my blood and the blood of House Durai, thank you for seeing my final wish fulfilled. My sacrifice has finally been given meaning. Look at all these characters who I would totally know who are if I had played the relevant game. Now, my friends, let us retire to Mother Hydaelyn's bosom, that we may finally rest. And the robot? The robot had a soul too? Can I get the full story, please? Farewell. You are the true heroes of this story. Delita, how I have missed you, old friend. Forgive me, Ramza. You deserved better than what history gave you. I could not have done more. I'm truly sorry. These countless centuries did I long for the day that we might meet once again, and now that time has finally come. Hydaelyn beckons us both. You're alive! Oh, but of course you are. You'd think that after this many triumphs, one might grow tired of saving the world. Consider us all fortunate that you have not. But they were there, Herdy, clear as day. The hero Ramza and good King Delita. Why would I lie about something like that? The question is, why wouldn't you? Still, after what we've all been through in the past few days, I might be willing to give you the benefit of the doubt this time. Arentel, it is almost sad to see our quest come to an end. Though we have given the land scholars much to consider, Charlene will have to open a school of Evalician studies. Are we to keep up? Despite what Lady Friend says, I had no doubt that you would come through in the end. It has been an honor, Arentel. I only wish Bagaman were here with us to celebrate this day. I owe you an apology, Arentel. I was wrong about you. Whether it be in a council room or in the field of battle, you have proven yourself more than worthy of the many praises the bards sing. I am glad to have counted you an ally, for I would not wish you upon even my worst enemy. You rescued my brother, and for that I shall ever be indebted to you. You will be in my heart always, Arentel. And here we are, Arentel. I cannot thank you enough for all you have done for my family, and that is before you saved me from the High Seraph. I am so sorry, Ramza, Alma. I convinced myself my research was the most important thing in my life. All the while, you two are standing before me. Can you find it in your hearts to forgive your father? It's all right. We are still here, are we not? And we triumphed. We proved your theory true. Ivalice existed. Ramza existed, and Aran Durai was not a heretic, but a hero. Now all that remains is to tell the world. No, my son, we needn't burden ourselves further. But, Father, we cannot allow our ancestors' name to remain... And we will not, yet simply not in the manner you think. I shall be adding a final act to the Zodiac Brave story, telling of how Ramza, the forgotten hero, in his chronicle, Randarai, smote the Angel of Blood and saved Ivalice from an age of darkness, before quietly embarking on a final journey that would take them far beyond the horizon. And of course I shall not leave out those nameless heroes who fought alongside Ramza, without whom the young noble would have surely perished. Is that what you truly want, Father, for the story to end? It will only end on the stage, my dear, and live on in the hearts of the crowd. King Delita and Aran envisioned the Virgo as a beacon which would lead future generations to the truth about the founding of their kingdom. They were right, and just as the pendant guided us, now we shall guide the masses through our play. And now you see, my son. I would offer you my thanks again, Arentel, but thanks are not nearly enough to express my gratitude for all you have given us. Perhaps after I complete the Zodiac Brave story, I shall pen a tale about the legendary Warrior of Light and his adventures across the 3 great continents. Then you'll have your work your work cut out for you, my friend. Arentel has enough battles under his belt to fill at least 3 tomes, if not 4. Would you stop doing that, Sid? What, breaking the 4th wall? And his tale is far from over, isn't it? ARR, Heaven's Word, Storm's Blood, that's 3. 4 is for if you're a returner. Yeah, quality shit, love to see it. Alright, this is our final dress rehearsal for the night. Make it count. Positions, everyone. Yes, Principal. Lights, music. There will be no mistakes from you two. Am I clear? Mother Crystal clear, Kupo. Actually, the Mother Crystal's kind of opaque. They are going to perform the new final act. Well, we're going to be here in a minute. Begin. The inflection on that was weird. Whatever will we do? The church has branded us heretics. Now no home awaits us in ivalice. We shall embark on a journey together. Together? Together. The crystal's call has been answered and evil vanquished from the land. We are now free to soar like the griffin. Free, but how? By casting off our noble names and forging a new path, one not bound by fate. And on that path we shall meet new friends, make a new family. And unto them we shall entrust the true tale of our deeds, that they may carry on our legacy for all eternity. Sword in hand, a warrior clutches stone to breast. In sword etched he his fading memories. In stone he tempered his skill. By sword attested, by stone revealed. Their tale can now be told. Bravo, bravo! You were both wonderful. I am inclined to agree with the lady's sentiments, but there is always room for improvement. Back to your positions, everyone. Again from the top. Again, I've had enough of this. I was promised a starring role, Kupo. It is in my contract. Oh, hush, brother. Before Genomas has us back to polishing boot buckles again. Meanwhile, in the clockwork city of Geug, oh look, if it's not the foreshadowing for Basra. Well, sir, further research will be required to reach a positive conclusion, but preliminary tests show that the technology utilized here bears striking similarities to our own. Excellent. Let the Eorzeans play with their baubles. True power lies within these walls. It appears our ancestors were as cunning as they were ruthless. A weapon powerful enough to carve a gateway to the land's very core. His radiance will be eager to test this Tartarus, wouldn't you agree? Oh, maybe it doesn't include the side quest I was thinking of. I hope the new act was to your liking. It may still change, seeing as we have yet to finish our rehearsals, but I believe Father has another masterpiece on his hands. I've always admired my father, but never more than I do now. I finally have come to understand why it was so important for him to tell the tales that he did, even if those actions did see him driven from his home. Still, I worry that we may find our place here is here in this fort. We may never find our place here in this foreign land, that our voices may never be heard. Everything we knew is gone, everything we worked for behind us. Will the people of Othard and Eldenard accept us for what we offer, in spite of who we were? Will they flock to our stage to hear our stories? Will they laugh at our jests and weep at our losses? I know it is childish to fret over such matters, but perhaps I am still a child, desperate for the acceptance of strangers, despite the fact I am already accepted by my friends and family. Something happened that day. I laid hands on my mother's necklace. My father would have me believe it was the hero Ramses Orosite, the Virgo, that dispelled the fear and hate in my heart and replaced it with love. I would like to believe that it was not only the Holy Stone, but me growing up, journeying to a new land, meeting new people, learning new cultures and customs. These things ignited a flame inside me, a flame of change. You, Mount Blanc, Herdy, Makoto, Messer Sid, Bwagi, Fran, even Lena, you have all helped fan that flame, that they may rise into a conflagration to burn away the old Ramzo, leaving what stands here before you now. My father spoke of one day authoring a play that would chronicle your adventures. I believe I will tell him to abandon that endeavor, for I wish to author it myself. That is, if you will allow it. You are welcome here any time, Arentel, and I hope that you will take time to visit us and tell us more of your deeds. I shall be waiting. Thanks are not nearly enough for all you have provided us, but sadly, they are all I have to offer. Thank you, Arentel. You watched our rehearsals, you have witnessed firsthand the fruits of my father's labor. It is now on us, the players, to see their seeds cast across the realm. From fleeing the Empire to searching for a new audience, from finding the truth of our ancestors to bringing back my mother, to saving my brother. Many paths were walked on this journey, but ultimately they all led here. Was it merely the Orosite that guided us to the Orborn Monastery, or was it, dare I say, fate? Our exile, our arrival in Hingashi, my father's disappearance, without even a single one of these things, our paths may not have crossed. If it is not fate, then... Now that Ramses' desire has been fulfilled, the Orosite set in his necklace appears to have lost its blessing. Perhaps it is for the best, but I am simply glad that a piece of my mother remains. I shall not say farewell, for I would not have this meeting be our last. Allow me instead to offer a prayer. Mother, abandon not your wayward children of ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation. I owe you an apology. Oh, no, this hasn't changed. Right, neat, great, cool, sick, awesome. Wait, what? Oh, come on, there's more. Alright, one more time. An apology is wrong to doubt you. Council room battlefield wouldn't worsen your first enemy. In fact, our paths may cross again sooner than expected. I received word earlier that I received word earlier that the Eorzean and Eastern alliances have agreed to assist Lente's Tears, though not in the manner my leader first sought. They will be providing refuge for those displaced by the fighting, children, elderly, the wounded. I have been assured they are all welcome. Unlike our demand for soldiery, both Lady Tataru and Lady Yugiri seem much more amicable to this request. Perhaps they remembered how only recently Eorzea received refugees fleeing from Doma and El Amigo, and perhaps it was I who reminded them. As for now, I must return to Dalmasca with these tidings, and somehow not only convince the myriad resistance factions to cease their infighting, but also cooperate in the organization of a method in which refugees might be transported safely across the borders. Needless to say, I have my work cut out for me, but even then, this is only the beginning. Once the refugees are safe, there is still a war to be fought, and won. And when that time comes, do not be surprised when I come calling. If Bagamon were here, he'd smile and slap us both in the back. You'd probably fall on your face, I miss the captain. I am not as optimistic as my brothers as to our chances of meeting again, but know this, Arentel, I will not forget you and hope that maybe you will say the same. It has been an honor to serve one as brave and just as you, Arntel. I only hope my contribution to this most recent endeavor has proven of value. Before this assignment, I would spend my days alone in the library, poring over texts, learning of others' accomplishments, but never recording any of my own. But witnessing you and all you accomplished in our short time together has inspired me, and when I return to Charlian, I will put in a request with the students of Baldessian for an increase in field research. But I think I shall start with something in lower Lanosia. Thank you, Arntel. I wonder if that is alluding to anything. Maybe she's part of the Isle of Baal questline, and the Isle of Baal is off the coast of lower Lanosia. Maybe I don't know. Principal Genomus has agreed to give me an actual role in the play. It is not Mount Blanc who stands before you, Kupo, but is Tanagul, the most handsome and noble and handsome of the Knights Templar, who has all of 2 lives before he must return to his proper place backstage, working the lights. Do not forget that, Kupo. Oh! Okay, we didn't... I'm actually gonna check up on this. This is a follow-up to a bit of side dialogue, and I am curious. Yesterday, ivalice was a legend. Today, it is history, and this is all thanks to your selfless efforts. No longer need I hide my heritage, for you have shown it to be noble. I only pray this final act I have penned proves worthy of them and their deeds. Granted, it still requires much polishing. And yes, I am fully aware of my conclusion to Ramses' tale differs from that which you saw in your vision, and learned in the halls of Molinode. But that was rather the point. I wanted people to see Ramses in control of his own fate, ending his story on his own terms, and trusting faith into future generations is noble, but it diminishes the accomplishments of Ramses and his companions, which is why I granted them the victory they deserved. History remembers those who prevailed, and thus will his name endure. Now, was there aught else you wish to ask of me? No, I'm good, thanks, dog. Allow me to introduce the Majestic's newest member. This young man is from Muji Koza, and has come to study under me, under our guidance, yes. It is an honor, my lady. Thank you for this opportunity. What? I know not what you're implying, but this relationship is purely professional, purely. This is merely rouge on my cheeks, nothing more. Let me okay, you got it, neat, great, awesome. I'm going to talk to the reporter now. Where is she? Oh wait, maybe something new to say. It won't be simple uniting the factions, but when has war ever been simple? Once we are a united front, we still have to figure out a means of besting the most powerful army in the world, and if, by some miracle, we achieve that, then we have an entire nation to rebuild, starting with the smoldering heap I used to call home. But then again, it sure feels better than being a sky pirate. Let the next time we meet Arntel be in the Desert Sapphire, beneath the Royal Dalmascan standard. Reports are that the 4th Legion has marched on Valinane, making the commercial center their new temporary base of operations. If that is so, then that is where we strike next. We had our past misgivings, Arntel, but in the end, we all learned to work for the same cause. I hope we can do so again soon. Ouch. Well, was that an adventure, Arntel? It is sad to think we must soon part ways, what with all we've been through these past few moons. Satisfied with the city's unwillingness to turn over to the Garleans, Genomus has decided to purchase a permanent breadth above Kugane for the Prima Vista. Supposedly, he has already received petitions from hundreds of Geico and Genshin to join the company. I probably read that wrong, I'm sorry. And then there is the matter of my assignment. You will be delighted to learn that I am almost finished. What? How do you expect one to write an expose when off battling forces of evil from beyond the void? Don't you worry, though. A few more weeks and I'll have a draft. All right, an outline. Until then, I'll stay here in Kugane a while longer, at the Raven's expense, of course. Farewell. Okay, it doesn't include those side quests. That's a little interesting. Maybe it's over here somewhere? Doesn't look like it. Well then, that's a not insignificant bit of background lore that you can only ever experience once. Fair enough, I suppose. You can't redo Shisui of the Violet Tides either, so... Well, the quest line for it. Well then, that wraps up the Return to ivalice quest line. Next stream, I'll be starting on the Omega Raids. In a perfect world, I'll get the entire first tier done, but... Queue times should be substantially better for that, though, as opposed to this. I'll probably be queuing as machinist for thematic reasons, which might drag the queue times down a bit. We'll see. I do have my backup plans and time killers. Yeah. So I want to thank everyone for stopping by who did, and everyone for chatting who did. I really appreciate you giving me the time of day. But until I stream again, have a good one, all.